let's get started. So I just started a few hands ago. There was one, the very first hand that I played, that was kind of interesting. Player limps, I raise from the big blind, flop comes down like this, I go bet small. He calls, turn comes off, we bet a little bit bigger, he calls. River comes off, we bet the biggest, and he folds. I think this is an example of somebody calling with just backdoors, like spades, but he could have had like the 6-7 of spades. And then when he picked up the draw on the turn, he's going to continue. And then when the board pairs off on the river and we bet big, he has to fold. So that's one of those ones that it's important to make sure you bet so you don't lose to something that he wouldn't have called a bet with. And you can see we just took that down with the Jack-5. There are, looks like 4 more 6 max 20 and L and 4 more 9 max 10 and L, which is good. I'm going to try to go 4 and 4, obviously, if we can keep up. And oh, there's another 9 max. Looks good. And we are right here. Trying to get this centered. Oh, there's another 9 max. My problem solved. Ready. So right about there. Right? Yeah. Alright. Now we got the borders. And right about to there. Bring this down. Looks pretty good. Not going to wait on that. Wait on that one. This player pretty much has a 90% VPIP, so we're just going to go ahead and try to attack him as much as we can. This is a small raise. It is from a short stack. I do want to 3-bet. Check this one. Players in the blind, you can have anything. We really don't need to be proving points. We're trying to make money. Take a long time to do what he's going to do. Yeah, he was just going to fold. I think he was trying to decide between jamming and folding. And when that's the case, we'd rather just win the pot with ace-queen suited. Sucks to have to give that up. There's 2 more 9 max, and it looks like 3 more 6. I think I'm going to start out with 3 6 max 20s and 5 9 max 10 and Ls. Nine's pretty good here. So this lead doesn't scare me much. It is a short stack. He's going to have to protect over pairs. I'm just going to call. Or he's going to have to protect top pairs. I'm just going to call. He can have some diamond draws. I don't love that 8 on the turn, especially with him taking his time. This is kind of interesting. This is like a 50-50. He's either got a flush draw or he's got the 8. I'm going to just put him in. He can also have 7-4 and just have gotten counterfeited. I imagine an 8 would have snap called by now. I don't see how he folds 2 overs with a flush draw. But he may have just been doing something dumb, thinking I always have ace-king. I don't know. I do have 1 table on the side. Just going to check here, check here. Yeah, I think he may have, unless he's slow rolling me with quad 8s, I mean, then he bets this huge bet. 9s, that's funny. I don't know what took him so long. He knew he fucked up and he shouldn't have played it that way. He was protecting an overpair. It just happened to be the one we could beat, but I imagine with anything stronger than 9s, he might get it in pre. Definitely with jacks. I don't know about 10s. Misclick. I'm going to check this one here. I am going to call this because really nobody should be betting a king. We'll check here. I'm going to 3-bet the kings. I'm just going to check this one. I am going to call here and watch out for a diamond. That kind of sucks. If he checks, we lose. If he bets, we lose. Might win here sometimes. We're going to win here quite a bit. I mean, it's one of those ones where if he bets... yeah, we call. If he bets, we lose. If he checks, we win. Because he's just going to have underpairs and such. So... we do have 2 tables on the side. That was an interesting hand with the 9s. I don't know why he thinks about folding the 9s once he's played it that way. Let's go ahead and check here. I don't mind that. Queen's nice. Unless he has exactly like 10 jack, it's kind of hard for him here. He did limp out of first, so he can have some full houses. I don't see him bluffing too much here. I'm just going to let it go. Especially when the ace-king makes a possible straight. It just seems like it's not good. Do have 2 tables on the side. If anything interesting happens, I'll bring them in. And we are up about half a buy-in. Currently at 1301. Nice to be back up here. Let's just go ahead and call this one. With the 8s, we could definitely 3-bet. There's another 9 max in case this one slows down. This is just dumb. This guy really tilts off and overbets big. He's why I'm here. I'm just going to let him go ahead and steal these ones so I can get him to overcommit when I have him crushed. 8 would be great. No. Check. And I'm just going to go ahead and bet small. Spectrifac's raising is kind of interesting. I think we do have to take one off because he's going to do that with a lot of draws as well as top pair. When he goes bet through, I think we want to fold it. Get 3-bet on the button. Player's been here a while. Let's rip the Jack 10 on him. I don't know what's taking you so long, bro. Okay. I mean, is he really thinking about it with like ace queen here? Probably. Well, I never got to see what that hand was with the ace king. Oh, no, it wasn't the ace king. It must have been this table. When I had the nines, he had Jack 4, so he had the pair of fours. Overplayed it, made it very easy for me. And that player eventually folded versus the ace king. This mod is broken. Charge my phone. Kings again. Well, at least now I'm seen as over-aggressive on this table. So if we get 3-bet, we'll definitely get action when we jam. But we're not going to get 3-bet very often, to be honest. I'm going to pump this up. Oh, I got a lot of hands right now. I got 10s on this other table. I got king, queen suited. I'm just going to go ahead and bet here and get rid of that one. Steal. Player calls. We're just going to keep betting. It's kind of the greatest run out ever. You thinking about it with a jack now? You should have been thinking about it on the turn, drawing to that flush. Yeah. I actually have a hand. But see, he can't even fold. Like, this is 1 3-bet. 1 3-bet and he can't fold. Like, it's that ridiculous. So we double right away. I'm going to ditch the table. It's only been 8 hands, but I'm just going to double and ditch. I have another 6 max I can get on. I'm going to defend here. Kill that one. Bring this up. And we have the 6 max. Check. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Sometimes he has the queen and he runs me down, but I think a lot of times it's just bullshit. Unless he has exactly the jack 8 or the king jack. Alright, Desert Storm. This is interesting. I think I like it. I'm going to go ahead and check this one. I'm going to go ahead and bet turn. And we're obviously planning on betting river, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Nope, he folded. Straighten this out. some interesting situations on the side tables off the bat. Move this over. Alright. Move that in line. Fold, 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 fold. Good raise for sure, but by not 3-betting it allows us to call a c-bet, but if he doesn't c-bet I kind of hate it. I mean, we might win. A lot of times he's going to have jacks or 10s here though. He can also have 7s, I guess, maybe, possibly. You could have something like an 8, like 8-9. Pocket 3s. Yeah. It works. Whatever we can beat. That's fine with me. Move this up. There we go.
Alright.
Feel better?
Huh?
Feel good?
Yeah. I made up my mind that if, when I wake up, I want to go, I'm going to go see. I'm going to call him Willis. Because his handle is D. Willis. I'm not calling him Daryl.
No.
So.
You gonna let him know, or are you just gonna spin the wheel?
No. We've been talking. He and I have been talking all day. We've been talking about it all day. And I already told him I'm gonna rest, and then I told him you were talking about going out to dinner, so I'd let him know afterwards. So I got tagged. And I never contacted Bo. So
Nice.
I don't feel bad there.
It's not about feeling bad. It's just about like getting left high and dry, and you're like me.
Right. Well, Willis is. Can I tell you about Willis?
I'm on stream.
Huh?
I'm on
No, I'm
stream.
not gonna talk about him.
Oh,
Just
okay, yeah.
about him.
That's fine.
Nothing sexual. I find him to be kind of interesting. It'll be.
Well, that's good.
I think he's a blurred,
Oh, nice.
but like with a hint of thug, maybe wannabe thug. Like,
Blurred from a bad area, maybe.
maybe. But first off, he has an iPhone.
Hey.
It was so wonderful, and I even told him, I was like, I love that you have an iPhone. So many texts have been going green.
I need them green bows.
And he said, that's so irritating. I was like, right. It's just annoying. But anyway, his number is from Memphis, but he said he travels a lot because and right now he's at his Las Vegas plant. I was like, plant? And he said he's a senior manufacturing technology manager for Niagara. In one of the warehouses.
That's the aerospace place, isn't it?
Niagara? I thought it was the water.
It sounded like a water company, but I thought it was an aerospace thing, unless I'm getting it confused with another name.
I don't really know, and I didn't ask him, but I'm going to ask him tonight when I see him, because I am curious. But yeah, a senior manufacturing technology manager.
He's probably the guy
Is that a fancy way of saying something, or you think
No,
that
that could actually, I mean, even if it's a water plant, he could be the guy that makes sure that the machines run in correct timing and blah, blah, blah.
Right, okay, that's what I was thinking it was. I was thinking it's a water plant, and he's making sure, like, the technology works right.
Yeah. I mean, they all need technicians and engineers.
Yeah.
You know, even at the Levi plant, they have engineers.
Right.
Hang on one second. Why not stay deep 200 plus big blinds at the micros? You're lowering your ceiling. Yes, but I'm also raising my floor. I get what you're saying, man, and I will stay deep. I find it's good to stay deep at 100 NL plus, just because there it's really worth it. But in all honesty, with the volatility that goes on at 10 and 20 NL and even 50 NL, I find the double and ditch works better just to rat hole off. It just kind of overall is a better... I've had better success with it because here's the thing. Playing 100 NL, you can get 200 big blinds in versus a guy bluffing you. You can't do that at 50 and L and lower. In those situations, you're just hoping you have the top end of the cooler. You know what I'm saying? So it's too much gamble. Like, there's been a ton of times where I used to do that, and you're getting it in with top set versus a guy who's filled a gut shot on the turn that he shouldn't have been there with, but it's a different method of play, 200 big blinds deep. So you got to understand it. It does lower the ceiling, but it raises the floor. And there's other games. So I can just as easily pick up that same, difference on another table as I would stacking somebody else off on this table. Plus, when you have a bigger stack at the micros, even though it shouldn't matter, it's effective stack play. So like somebody with $10, it shouldn't matter that I have 1,000 on the table. It does. People will give you less action. They'll see you as a better player. They'll slow down against you, and they all remember how you got that stack. So it's better to let people forget, But that's just a general philosophy, and it works really well for me. Sorry, go ahead, babe.
Oh no, you're good.
Somebody just had a question.
Yeah. So anyway, he's staying in a hotel.
Which hotel? Is it like a Comfort Inn or something?
Yeah.
Like a La Quinta?
Over there by. Like on my dad's side of town.
Oh.
Because he's here for this week. He travels a lot, but he said he's here often.
Nice. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And he's 6'4".
More ideal.
I mean he's 6'4", but he's also 400 pounds.
He's 6'4" and 4.5.
Right.
May have to jump 6 max tables because these are getting kind of shy. I'm not going to play three-handed with these players in particular. They're too tight. And this is a bad situation, so we're going to get on some different 6 max tables. There's plenty to choose from. So I'm on all those waiting lists now. That is a 9 max. You know what? Let's take it. So this is annoying because I was going to 3-bet because this player is so tight, but I'm getting 3-bet behind because of the dynamic that's going on the table right now. Just going to check back. Son of a bitch. This is his equity smash move. Yeah, I've had enough of this. Yeah, I need to at least get on his other side, and in all honesty, I don't want to jump that quick. It's one thing when a player's playing a certain way, it's another thing when they're just absolutely over smashing and underplaying. Like, he could have easily had aces that hand and just kind of let it. He could have ace-king here and just kind of let it go. Like, it's that thing where I feel like if I had bet, he would have raised, and meanwhile we check down. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch this one in favor of better seat. I didn't have to call the king-queen, but the fact that the guy's so compulsively squeezing, that's the thing that really makes me fold, is that I think he turned 2-pair or some very unlikely straight because he is compulsive with the 3-bets, and that board just absolutely favors the random versus true range. But it's alright. Oh, no, I can't stay on that one. That's a great card on the turn. I'm going to go ahead and check. Yeah, he's not going to bluff that.
so many other things going on with all my other emotions that I couldn't really see the interest in this guy, you know, because everything was blocked. So I just went back and just reread everything right now.
Yeah.
Aw, he's cute.
There you go.
He's a cutie, and it's an experience.
Nice. I guess we just check down and bluff catch on this guy. Kind of sucks when he has the random diamonds or like a king that we chop with, but it's the only way we're going to get anything out of somebody who totally missed that flop. When he doesn't bet the turn, he's got air. The biggest danger is that he like backdoor trips or something. But even then, he can't like, you know, I'm not going to call like a 5x pot bet, you know. So
that little segment just reminded me so much of that video where it says poker sounds like gibberish and
yeah,
mocking it. Yeah, unless he backdoor trips or, you know, 5 pot bet. Pull your cat back blue.
it's like anything else, you know. Listen to some engineers or even teachers or a doctor or something like that. Anybody talking about
nail tech.
Listen to nail tech, exactly. You know, the apex on that Malina light and the you know, eyes glaze over.
It's really funny.
There was so many of those incidences while you were in school where I was just like, just nod your head. Just, that is interesting. Fungus.
Right?
It was so
Kinda
much.
how it was for me in the beginning of your poker.
Yeah.
I was like, it's interesting now though.
All right, because you have a context to it and you can kind of understand stuff more.
Much like the nails from
Yeah. Still don't want to hear about fungus.
you. Neither do I, but these bitches keep coming up with it.
I think we're going to go ahead and raise right off the bat here. Yeah, that's a great call, pal. Hold. God damn it. Do everything right except win the pot.
Juju, now you know. I'd set up everything over there so I could lay over there.
Yeah, thanks for that. Queen's not bad. Aces? Wow, people are really fucking scared.
I don't know why I keep having dogs.
Like you're giving birth to them.
I know. That was what's funny about it.
We just check.
Because I'll leave you.
Fold.
Like that. Although it'd be nice if you stay. No, just now I want you to stay. Just stay. Thank you. No. Just stay. Oh, you bitch. What the fuck?
Just flapping.
No, just lay right there. Oh, the sun.
Wouldn't know the checkdowns. That's nice.
Don't lick my straw, James.
What? Tastes like straw.
No,
Shouldn't have said his name. You woke the beast. It's his ferocious grumble. I am the Kraken. Some people find I have a likeness towards Darth Vader. it up. Oh, I do have 320 NLs. Oh, that's because I put a 9 max over here. Okay.
Huge. Baby, you can't
Really?
call me in my face.
Ugh.
Oh, so
I'm going to 4-bet. Seems like an aggressive day, so we're going to have to be 4-betting more like that. Yeah, and he left. I love it.
Chuchi, no, we're not doing. No, no. You can.
I love the look on his face. Apparently, you have some kind of problem with what I'm doing. I don't know what it is,
Right
but
here, just lay right here. I'm not at you if you just lay right here.
sometimes Arch is going to 3-bet at a higher frequency, but I honestly don't mind this in position when we call. I'm going to go ahead and lead.
Stop.
We're going to call. Player raises, min raise, so it's kind of whatever.
No.
He can definitely have some overpairs and ace-8 and stuff. But I definitely think we call. I think we call this one as well. Check, check. He's going to check back and lose. Yep. What you have, buddy? Ace-queen. Great play. Great play. Charge the minimum, lost the max. Appreciate that. Thank you. Like I don't know what he thinks I'm betting there, but some people are just always going to raise when you donk into them. And nowadays, it didn't used to be you would do that. It didn't used to be that you would ever lead into the razor, you know, and donk out. But now it's a perfectly viable technique. A lot of these guys don't do it correctly because you're supposed to be doing it mostly for value at these stakes, but they all think you're bluffing with it. Queens. The important thing is to remember that you got to hold on. So this raise is super small. We're obviously going to 3-bet it. Sometimes we're getting goated here, but I think we have to raise. When this player folds, I feel a lot better about it. Now we just got to get back to the original raiser. Ooh, he's been here for how long? 30 minutes? Okay, so he's not going to be fucking around too much. If it was like his first hand and he jammed, I would snap call it. But we should just see this steal work. He can have anything. We're going to check. He's going to have a lot of pairs. We're going to check the ace and bet up the river. I think that's the best way we could have gotten any action. He was obviously giving it up. Just some kind of weird hand. Let's go ahead and bet here. See a call. He can absolutely be on a flush draw. He can also have some queens. 6-7's also out there, so we just got to bet again. Always bet twice. Always bet twice. Works perfectly. Might win this one, but I don't think it's a good idea to bet it. I think the most likely hand that beats me that bets is Jack-9 or a 5. But I think we just win a lot in a check down, so we're going to give somebody a chance to bluff. Yeah, there's a whole lot of blocking in here. Check that one. I don't get this player not betting. I mean, he's obviously, he should definitely have it. Well, I guess I understand that, but some players just don't ever bet there. A lot of new players since the series on WSOP this year. I don't know why, but a lot of locals. Aces on the 6 max. Kind of on the table I want too, especially versus this player. Could have bluffed this, but not really worth it. player's very one-dimensional out of the blind, so we're just going to pretty much play ABC on him. You know, the small raises are just barely. It's that thing where he's like, he knows he should be doing something from the small blind, but he doesn't understand the sizing yet, so we're not going to 3-bet him too often. King's okay. I'm going to check the turn. I'm not folding the river necessarily. Yeah. Oh, wow, he had the gut shot straight flush draw. He had a lot of outs, bro. That jack probably kept him from bluffing once he picked up showdown. This guy's been all in for like 4 hands in a row now. Somebody should have called him. You don't get through 30 hands against you just jamming all in for 50 blinds. So he's doing it again. Like, somebody should be calling this. But this table's playing super tight. I mean, I've only had 8 high as my best hand, so I can't do it. But I'm definitely going to call him with King Jack. Hey, you ran into aces. Look at that. I'll check the ace. I don't like betting when this player checks so fast. The guy ran into aces twice in a row. That's funny. Now he's going to say that's the reason why he lost, is everybody has aces. I think we're going to go ahead and 3-bet Medina. I think we have to. I think he's trying to ISO this player too easily. Yeah. Those are just free blinds. You can do that with any 2 broadways or better there. And like ace-10 or any suited ace. Just so you have some removal. Yeah, because he's kind of feeling good about himself right now. Just going to call this one because this player's on a short stack. I don't like 3-betting here. Got aces on another table. This is one where if he c-bets the flop, we're never going to raise. We're just going to call and allow him to bluff down. Sometimes he's going to get there or have me beat right now, but he just doesn't have enough. When he checks, we are going to bet. Just to charge. Oh, I open raised and somebody jammed on me with King 5. They have a gut shot. They missed it. It was for 72 blinds apiece. This one. I literally opened. This guy limped. I opened and this dude jammed. Oh, that's the same guy. CI money. I think he's trying to bust his account. Yeah, that was the same guy who was going all in over here. Right? Yeah, that's him. It's taking so long, bro. You got like jacks? Now, if he waits this long and then raises, we can just pitch the hand. Yeah. Looking, I mean, if I known that was going to be the action, I would have checked it because he's probably got 10s or jacks. Or any pair. 8s, 9s. Just something that doesn't like a single overcard. Bum, bum, bum. Aces again. Third pair of aces. That's a pretty good flop. Let's just go ahead and bet small. I'm going to lead this one. It's definitely a case for a check raise, but we do have immediate showdown value, so I like it. Just going to go ahead and bet. Board pairing turn isn't a big factor. Yeah, because he's just too short. This is kind of interesting. I feel like I should raise this, but yeah, occasionally that's going to be the scenario. It's funny because if he checks, I'm betting way more than that. So I guess I got a discount. It's a great reference in his name there, Norman K. Anybody's ever watched the movie Blow? That was the guy that Johnny Depp was asking about at the party, saying, everybody's talking about this guy, Norman K. Norman K. Who the fuck is he? It turns out it was an island, Norman's Cay. It's a fucking great movie. I haven't seen that in a while. Brought Paul, or what's his name? Paul Hogan? Pee Wee Herman? What's his fucking name? Paul Rubens. Brought him back to fucking fame. He was fucking amazing in that. Sorry, George. It's just business. Okay. I'm going to raise that. This player's going to get tired of my shit awfully quick, so I'm going to take the steals while I can get them. I think we can keep betting. Can definitely bet here. This kind of sucks, but I don't think we fold it. Jack on the river could slow him down. Check. Yeah. He makes the fucking straight. Fills the gut shot. Raises on the gut shot. And then fills it. And then doesn't bet. If he bets huge on the river there, I kind of have to call. But he's too dumb to know that. I love how he raises the turn. Like, I just never have anything there. Shit, I can even have the king-queen. I can even have the spades. I can have everything that can have him crushed. He should absolutely be betting the river. Let's see what he does now. We're going to check. He's going to bet all rivers. That king kind of sucks because we're going to have to call a lot. See what I mean? Same guy. Doesn't bet when he has it. Bluffed. You know, he made the miracle gut shot. Didn't bet it. Got no value. And then just gave me back everything that he fucking sucked out the last hand. As I'm saying how he's going to do it. Like, guys like this, I'm so glad he's on my right. This is a table I might stay deep on. Wild. This is a table I might stay deep on specifically because of this player. If we get him for like one sizable pot, he's the kind of guy who will just overbluff and give it all up. Like, he's probably been here. Yeah, he's been here a while. An hour and 40 minutes. Which is just no reason to sit here with this much on the table. Like, I get it, but it's stupid. He's going to overdraw everything. I feel like this guy's a tilt monster. He's just going to keep going. Let's go ahead and raise. Fold that one. Got queens on a side table. See what I mean? He's just totally just going to give it up. Here's the thing, you're calling because you feel like the other player has nothing, but what hand leads and continuation bets and does all that? It's a hand with an ace. So you can't go for value on the river. This guy check called me down for pot bets the whole way, and then didn't bet the river. I just checked it. Set of queens in the river. Hilarious. I don't mind this because of the 7. 7s, 5s, 10s, 8s, 6s. Sometimes somebody has 10 jack here, but I don't think we can conclude that right away. That jack sucks. He's going to be betting the 10 a lot. Lucky shit. Yeah, somebody has to have something there. I'm going to check the king of spades. Kind of like the straight better. I mean, there's just 2 pair combos. We don't get raised by anything that bluffs us, so it's kind of easy to play. It's not much, but these little, 2 and 2 to 5 big blind extra pots, it kind of counts. Like, look, we got called twice. Pot was so small we were able to pick up an extra 4 blinds from 2 pair probably. 9, 7 top pair and a 6. This 6 overcalled. I'm going to call this one just because of the 7. Six is the worst card there because I expect him to have a pair. And when the 6 comes off and pairs the board and makes trips and he like auto bets like that, it pretty much is sealed that my 7 is no good. Just got a chop pot with a guy drawing to a gut shot on a paired board with a flush draw. I'm going to call this one out of position, underplay it. Player seems kind of snug. Oh, he's fucking gone. He got pissed off. Ooh, that 9 would be awesome now. Probably lose to an ace high. Yeah. Couldn't get the ace. Okay. might gamble here, depending on how much he bets. Yep. Because it's just always ace-king only. Thank you. I was trying to discover it, because if we can't get the money in, we're better off call. Like, if he doesn't have... Well, this is going in. If he doesn't have a king there, the money doesn't go in. So, jamming isn't great. We can actually call, but if he has something like queens, we might be able to get him to fold it on the turn. Free roll. Ah. Total free roll. Check that. Raise this one. Ugh. Gee, what do you think he has? That's funny. It was checked all the way through to the turn. I made the jack, so I went ahead and bet it. He just called it, and then he jams 7x pot in on the flush river. Gee, I wonder if he had it. Yeah, this table's bugged out. I'm gonna get off of it. Yeah. It's another 6 max 20 now. Yeah. I like this table. A lot of overly aggressive guys right now. I think it's best to just trend passive and get showdown. There's so many other tables. I think I'm going to get off this one. It's no good. But we got another one right here. Versus players I don't mind playing against. I knew a guy was jamming weak on me. Problem is I was weaker. I had pocket threes. He had $3. I decided to erase it with him, and he had pocket fives. Yeah, it was his first hand on the table. Oh, I rivered the deuce. That's funny. I thought I had pocket threes. I had deuces. Just always getting paid here by two pair. And straights. There are some straights out there. Let's 3-bet here. He could be trapping too, right? Queens? Yeah, queens. Look at that. I guess that's the most likely scenario. So I 3-bet this pre-flop. Wow, that's a great river. I mean, it allows me to bet. Obviously, if he raises, it kind of sucks. But sometimes players will raise with a flush, so it kind of depends. I mean, if he had just ripped it, like dead on the river, I'd snap call it. But if he if he check raises for less than all in, we can actually give up the full house knowing that he has like ace jack or jack's full. It's one of those things. Yeah. This player's playing a lot of hands. I kind of want to see where he's at. I don't know his exact tempo yet. He seems to be a value guy. This is a great name for you, pal. Forrest Gump. It's a limped pot and you min raised. Unless you're gonna play some masterful check raise on the turn here. I'm gonna go ahead and raise this one. I'm gonna check this. Winner should be here. Really? A6 and King Jack. Wow, that was. I couldn't read that because I can't believe somebody would min raise King Jack offsuit, and then min bet and then check down. It's just that's not in any book. For good reason. This player limp called, sitting here for 2 minutes, so we need to make a pair. I'm not checking this one. I'm gonna check. I think our hand's downgraded to a bluff catcher. Snap call there. Check. I don't think we can fold. Yeah. That's rough. But it's okay. We're not supposed to do anything different there. Even betting the flop isn't going to work out. Even just leading at the pot, unless we just jam. But then you're risking way too much. Picking up a back door here. Got it. Can't really raise if somebody bets, but we can bet if they check. That's a great flop. Could have 3-bet that. I'm going to lead this one. Look at that. The 8's good. And it got called. What are you taking so long for, Greggy Legs? Oh. Check. Could have probably bet this turn. Yeah, I think I fucked up. I should have bet that turn. I can sometimes win here, but we're going to get beat by like a pair of 6s sometimes. It's just stupid. Should have bet the turn. Ace isn't bad. It kind of works for my purposes. I think if he raises, he's got the set. But he's going to fold a lot. The reason why I said we need a pair is because I think he started with a pair of like 6s or 5s or something. But when that flop comes off with the ace, we can absolutely bet. And then we just have to worry about him having a set. That's one where you can actually fold ace-king if he jams. Even though he's on a short stack. Like, I mean, he's playing every hand. I mean, this is the guy who fucking sat there and thought about it with king-queen versus my ace-king and sucked out. He was up to like 19, and now he's just pissed it all away. Good to see you guys here. I appreciate that. I didn't even catch that. Just been kind of in my own little world over here. Okay. You got it, bro. There should really be no action against you either. Unless somebody's got a monster. But he shouldn't have done that with aces, because people don't lead one pair on 6-max. Like, what's the point of that? Like, if he's bluffing or if he just has a king, you want him to continue betting. If he has king-queen, are you really afraid of getting beat up by a queen? Like, all you're doing is letting somebody with, like, king-jack fold. I have one on the other table where this guy raised and I led top pair and made trips on the turn. He called me on the flop, not on the turn. Pretty good. Just gonna keep checking. Not gonna. Yeah, there's no. I'm not gonna bother. I mean, this is more often than not like 2 pairs and stuff. Lots of people here. Don't forget to follow all the socials. New content coming out in the next couple days. Been working on it, but the latest Jedi Mind Trick is up. It should pop up if people start chatting. But you just go to the YouTube and see it there. Three bet. Ooh, this is fun. Well, if he has ace-king, he's going to bust me. But I like overbetting there. I like overbetting a lot on the 6-max just in general. Just because players tend to have their bullshit meter tuned way too high. This is just a slow value because there's so many draws out there, so we're not going to go big. But we're going to go bet and then check river and probably bluff catch, depending on his bet. Sometimes he has like 2-pair combos, but he's going to fold a lot here. Yeah, these players just aren't raising enough. Like, you're just allowing hands like mine to come in, and like that 8-9 versus the aces. Like, that was a 3-way pot because the guy didn't bet enough. Player's pretty passive. I don't think we're going to get much action. He just shouldn't have much. I'm going to bet right at the straight, or the flush. Straight flush draw. Okay, that's a super small bet. We'll just go ahead and raise. If he has ace-king, he'll go broke. Yeah, he's got nothing. I'm going to check this one, see if we can get a bluff. And obviously depends on the size of the bet the player makes. He can have some straights, and he'll just check. He can also have hands like queen-9 or king-queen. Jack-10's the most common. Pocket fives. He had a set. Yeah, see, that's why we let him. That's why we try to let him bet. That's one he should definitely turn into a bluff. But players don't know that. We're at 13-17, so we're up a little over 2 buy-ins in an hour. Not bad. Did take a couple of beats there for like 2 buy-ins, so this is the thing. This is what I was trying to get him to do with me. Don't leave, Jim. He's gonna leave. That's why you just keep betting crazy. The Ultra Monkeys pay off. Saw the first couple episodes of She-Hulk. That shit's really good. It's very much like Deadpool. A lot of fourth wall breaking and funny stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm amazed how many short stacks are playing 20-0. Yeah, I'm gonna lead one time. It's not the greatest one for me to lead, but we're obviously gonna bet this. 4-way pot, so we don't even have to be good right now. Short stack drawing, usually. Jack would be nice. Jack, 9, 10. 7's okay. I'm going to check. If he takes a free card, we can pretty much be assured he has the flush draw. Min raise. So now he bets. Can he have some 2 pairs? Yeah. Can he have a better queen? Yeah. Then that should get checked, so we should lose here either way. If he checks, we lose. If he bets, we should lose. But if he checks and we win, what the possible tits did you have? Queen 9? Pocket 9s, and he raised me. See what I mean about leading at flops? I mean, I get it, but he immediately turned his hand into a bluff, which is fucking ridiculous to do. This player's very passive. If he does bet, it'll be so small we can draw to the gut shot and over cards. Wow. Huh. That's completely out of character for him. Although I haven't seen any showdown yet, so maybe he flops something great. Alright. There's a couple other 9 max, so I'm probably going to get off this one in a second here. I thought I had aces. Not bad. Player's kind of top pair blind. Aggie. Ooh, a 6 would be pretty sweet. So would a club. I could actually bluff the club. Yeah, you got it, man. You didn't protect your hand, and you went for max value after all the value is gone. Way to go. He's never bluffing there. I actually put him exactly on ace-queen. Now we'll just kill it now. This is the table that we doubled up on in 8 hands earlier today, or about 45 minutes ago. It's just not enough, man. So, like, now you're on a flush draw, now you're versus straights, now you're versus 2 pairs. If you just raised normally, you wouldn't be in this situation. This player should never fold if he had something worth calling on the flop. Well, that should have been a fold. I don't fault Run for playing it that way, but I think his open was way too small. It kind of reveals a lot about him that he's willing to open ace-queen for so small out of first, especially offsuit. It kind of shows that he might be afraid of getting 3-bet, so we might have to go to that. I'll let that go. I'm gonna go ahead and bet right about there. I'm trying to look like I have a set of jacks. Yeah, he just pitched it immediately. Fold, fold. All right. And check the ace. There's going to be a lot of pausing here. Ace on the turn. I'm going to make it look like a weak c-bet. I think he was contemplating a move on the flop, which made me feel like he might have a king. So when the ace hits the turn, it's kind of the best thing ever. I heard there was a slap fight. Oh, on She-Hulk. Yeah. It was very cool because they're keeping it like true with the comics. A little bit different on the origin, because in the comics it was like the female Ninja Turtle. It was a blood transfusion. Now, most of the story was the same. Bruce Banner and God, I can never remember her name. His cousin were driving somewhere, and there was a car accident, and they flipped. It wasn't because of the thing in the show. I won't spoil it for you, but it was just a regular car accident, she had lost a shitload of blood, and Bruce looking around, everybody was dead, so he had to whatchamacallit, do a quick impromptu, blood transfusion, and she ended up getting Hulk powers, and because it was secondary and she was never exposed to the gamma radiation, that's why her her powers are so much different. This is kind of weird. Why are you? All right. He may have flopped something good. He was coming out of first, so he may have limped it. I think it's fine to get away from jacks there. Check this one. Let's go ahead and raise. We're going to charge this guy. I don't think he's ever going to stop drawing. That's the worst run out there is. Check. Ace jack. I expect him to be stronger when he bets the turn, so that's why I led that river. I wouldn't always, but I think it's fine. Yeah, so in the... but they kept it to it, because like, she doesn't have as much brute force, but she's much more agile, and so they were doing the thing where the Hulk was like, Bruce is like showing off, trying to show her how to control her Hulk powers, and he does the big Hulk slap, the thing that breaks the sound barrier, and he knocks her all the way back and does it like that. And initially she tries to do it and can't do it, and then she does it, but keeps just doing it, like it's not as powerful as his, but she keeps doing it over and over and over, and the concussion of it makes Bruce grab his ears and fucking curl into the fetal position. So it's very true to the comics. Like, she always had to figure out the not so brute force way, even though she's still a Hulk. So I like it, the little attention to detail like that I love. They're also making her modern day, so it's still very subversive and feminist, but it's in today's world, and she's a reluctant person. Like, she he's trying to make her a superhero, and she's not really into it, and then she kind of realizes it's kind of the way you have to be, and it's really good. But she's basically trying to balance her life. It's kind of like if Ally McBeal had fucking superpowers. Like, that's actually a really great description. This is a great one because nobody sees the backdoor flush. I don't think we ever win in a check down, but a lot of times this second pair will win it for us. But when we make the flush, it's just always paid. ROI runner. We're going to go ahead and raise from the blind. Yeah. But yeah, that was the slap fight. It was really great. Alright, we doubled up on this one. We can get off of that. Try to get on another 6 max. Oof. good. My timing is trying to get called by a 10 here. Sounds cool. Have to check it out. Yeah, man. I'm all for it. I mean, it's Marvel. I mean, they don't really fuck them up, you know? And it's fun. It's a nice, you know... it's more lighthearted than everything else. I mean, like, Hawkeye was great, but it had super heavy moments, you know, because they were dealing with all that shit, you know, from the post of the blip. So it gets a little depressing at times, but this has been very lighthearted. You know, new superhero. Well, we made a set of 3s, second one today. There's a lot of draws, so we can get some action, but not much here. I don't think we're... But we gotta bet something, right? It's in the timeline, too, of post everything, so... Like, Endgame already happened. Hulk's arm was fucked up. We'll just go ahead and go for value here. If we see a raise, usually it just means a flush draw. I don't think we're ever folding in a limped pot when we've raised from the big blind and get raised here. So, especially not by a short stack who's limping the button and then calling raises. It's just like, what are you doing, bro? It just makes no sense. Fold, 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 fold. Nah. That's an older guy. Make this a little bigger. Try to standardize them for that size. Oof, I gotta pee. Fold, 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 fold. Yeah, I think I want to make them about that size. I mean, I'm getting 10 to 1, 9 to 1. You only need 11 to 1 to play 7 deuce, so it can't be that much further off. Oh, I love raising 2 good hands in a row on the same table, especially with these guys over here. Got a slice. Decent slice. Ugh, it's very tight. This is one where now we have to leave the 3-bet alone when we see a raise. which is good for us. That sucks. That 10 really sucks. There's a lot of ace jack out there, and 10 jack, queen jack, king jack. There are some aces, but I think we just check and go for a river call. This player's leading out into me. He's going to have a lot of draws, including gut shots. So if he leads authoritatively, we're going to... Not sure here. I'm going to let it go. I think I could have raised the flop, but that turn bet kind of seems like a pair and a good draw. What did this guy have? My dude had ace-5. Smart not to go for it. I'm just saying he's never going to fold 2 pair or a straight. He might even call with 1 pair. He called me with a 3. Like, I mean, this guy is just hilarious. I got my money back from him. He sucked out. Oh, and he's Smart Hulk in the series because he's integrated those 2 parts of himself, which is important to the story. That's how he's trying to like teach her how to do that. It goes much differently for her. I'm going to go for the bet check bet. Sometimes he has a king. I think if he has a king, he'll bet here. Yeah. He's not betting a flush draw like that. You can say I set myself up for that, but... And I probably could take it away with 3-barreling, but this player is kind of super sticky, and that's not really the reason why we're here against him. Like, you see this purple tag? There's a very specific reason I want to play against this player. That's when you see the purple tags. It means that I've got a reason to want to play against him. Ace isn't bad. I'm going to check it. I was reading notes. I wasn't stalling there. 3 is amazing. But now they expect me to bet, but I think we have to get money in the pot, so... Sometimes this player has an ace also. But what are you going to do? Get 3-bet by my buddy. Alright, let's just call. Check. Damn it, turn. That turn is awful. Yeah, and that's a very honest bet. Way to go. I don't think we get him off of it, even if we 3-bet pre-flop, because he doesn't call. He just jams ace-king. It's fine. I think I'm going to go pee in a second here. Thank you, babe. Come on. I'm just going to check it. It's a 3-way pot, and I want this player to make mistakes. Now it's worthless. Hey, look at that, though. Oh, he rivered the king. I didn't see it. All right, I'll be right back. Let's go. Gut shot. It's a betting pattern that's pretty easy to counter and get value from. Okay. I'm just going to lose to an ace here. Wow. Or do I beat, what, like 7, 8? 9, 6 suited. That's funny. So if you're going to play those and you're going to play those for a raise, you should be c-betting. Like, I'm just defending. Literally all he did was just not take the money out of the middle. This table's getting light. Let's go ahead and raise. Cool. Oh, he's leading at me. Look at that. Huh. Usually that's leading a draw. I'm going to go ahead and charge him. Sucks when he has Jack 10 or 9-10, but I think we have to do this. Just because I can have 9s, I can have Jacks, I can have aces, right? Like, I think he may, even on some occasions there, have a 9. Or more likely a hand like 8-10 where he paired the river, so he was kind of thinking about it. But we set that up by, you know, calling flop, betting turn and river. It's more believable than raising flop. Plus, we take away the option of him jamming a straight draw. So then when the turn comes off, he's just got to sit there and go, ah, shit. And it's literally the same thing, and a good player would jam a straight draw on the turn, but I guess he doesn't know that. Okay. Don't need to raise every one of them. I want to see what mistakes Gump over here will make. See him min raise again. Just gonna call. I don't know how aggressive Run Worse wants to be. I have no interest in this pot. You win, man. Like a queen high or something, or maybe a deuce. It's a big raise. Lucky me. We both had straight draws. Straight-ish, I guess. Oh, God, look at this flop. Double gutty. Backdoor spade. But this player is limping and calling at first, and he's always going to have every flush and straight draw, so This could get big. Like, I would just be calling this, but he might check raise. And then I might have to get out of the way or get it in. And it sucks because he can have hands like, you know, Jack 10 of clubs or, you know, hands that have removal. Yeah, but he's just a fish. Alright, so we got to give no credit to his open limps. He's just not being tricky. 5, 9, 4. Yeah. Eights are good, bro. 4 would have been nice. Fold, fold, fold. Ba, ba, ba. God damn, everything got there. Yeah. A 5 betting the turn, a 6. I'm gonna check back. How's the session going? Pretty good. I've had to fold big pairs quite a bit. Case in point. I've had to fold big pairs quite a bit, but it's going okay. I'm up like a buy-in and a half. Almost 2 buy-ins. I'm getting some pairs. Got min raised by Pop Rocks on the button. I'm gonna jam on him. He's gonna have ace king a ton. He's gonna have king queen. He's gonna have pairs. This cold call is always a pair, so if he folds, we're gonna get a call from a lower pair. Wow, discipline. Maybe it was like a pair of 5s or something. 5s are lower. Don't min raise the button, bro. Versus an early position opener. I think that's kind of elementary. This guy just loves flopping so much. Just gonna go ahead and bet. Somebody got the royal. It's a royal or nothing. Go ahead and bet. He might be trying to buy a showdown, or you can have 9-10, or you can have like Queen Jack. I don't think we can fold though, because he's an idiot. What possible? It's so hilarious. No 3-bet pre-flop and then just Absolutely. And he didn't even raise anything sizable. He fucking min-clicked me like I'm never folding. It's just bad. I'm gonna bet the jack. Diamond draw. Fold. Fold. Foldy, foldy. I'm just gonna check this. I don't know. This player's so short that if I bet anything, he could just jam like a jack 10 or something. I don't think we'd fold on an ace river, but we don't need to pump that pot up for him just to have the best hand all the time. Save $2. You win. Look at that. Jesus. Raised and called pre-flop small. This is why I say you always have to bet that river. Because I guarantee you that's how this happened. So, check, check. Bet, call. Bet, river. Like, why are you trying to represent an ace? 5s and 9s. That's a full pot bet. I'll let it go. Could be drawing to a chop. Could even be screwed. That's a bomb turn. Just total brick. Just a big old clang. These people are starting to open up so much bigger. And these are both short stacks on the 20 and L. Opening up 5x. Should have grabbed a banana. Dun, 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 dun. A lot of passive play going on. Just kind of waiting for the moment. Thought I was going to make my third set of threes. Uh-huh. We're going to ditch this table. So we get called. A lot of times that is a 10, but we're going to go ahead and keep betting just in case he has some kind of draw. I guess we do this to try to make it look like we're pushing him off a chop. Yeah, I think he was drawing at the king-queen, which is absolutely hilarious. But we just want to guarantee no showdown or max pay. Yeah. How about this table? Call this one. That should slow him down. Once he's actually got it. I'm going to check the turn here. He could for sure have 7-8. I think I want to call this one. Yeah. Didn't seem right. Yeah, sling 2. Yeah. It's that kind of vibe going on right now, so I mean those calls look like something big, but they're not. They're just very basic when you start really thinking about what players can actually be there with. And without the lead and just calling a re-raise, like this is just hilarious that he went for this. Like he raised and called a re-raise with that, and like I said, you got a purple tag, you're kind of on the menu. Hey, we're up 3 buy-ins now. Players just loves try to bluff on these 6 max. I mean, this player did just call the raise.